Hello and welcome to the Three Ring Circus. I am your host, Madhouse Jack. Today we are going to be looking at Manjaro 18.0, and this is a list of things to do after installing a fresh copy of Manjaro. Okay, now one of the first things you're going to want to do whenever you install any distro is make sure that you're on the fastest mirrors or servers that are in your area. Now, Manjaro KDE comes with Yaquake, I believe it's, or Yaquake. Not sure how it's pronounced, but to get it going, all you have to do is hit F12. It auto starts with Manjaro. You can change that later on. Well, the first thing you're going to want to do is type in sudo pacman dash mirrors space dash dash fast track. I'm just going to copy and kind of paste it in here like this. This will look for the fastest servers in your area. Once you do that, it'll ask you for your password. Type that in and just wait for it to go through, and you'll see all the, it pings every server here. And like I said, I don't know how many it chooses for the fastest, but once this is done, you can do your updates. Here we go. Now, once that is finished, you will want to type in, sorry that popped away. Once again, all you have to do is hit F12 and it'll slide down. If you don't want that going away on you, you just hit that little button there and it'll pin the terminal in place. So once you do this, you know what, I'll just type it in this time instead of copy and paste it. Sudo space pacman space dash capital S Y Y U. And this is how you update Manjaro and a lot of other Arch-based distros. Once you type that in, hit enter, and as it's going through, it's searching through things. Like I said, this is brand new. Nothing for me to update. That's the first thing you're going to want to do. Now, I'm going to pause the video for this because I can't really remember right offhand how to do this since I haven't had to do this in at least 2 months. So, okay, we're back. I just had to kind of get Firefox up and going on one of my other screens here for this. Now, if you're using NVIDIA, an NVIDIA card on your laptop, desktop, computer, whatever, you're going to want to configure the drivers and server settings, in which you'll have to do usually. I'm going to bring this over here, double click it to maximize, get rid of the terminal kind of out of the way there. Now to do this, all I did was go to Manjaro's wiki here. I'll just walk through this again. Go to their site on Firefox. Since it's the home page, it comes up. All you have to do is, go down to community, wiki, type in NVIDIA here in their little search engine, configure NVIDIA non-free settings, and load them on start. Now I use the non-free because, like I said, I'm using NVIDIA. I want to use their drivers. I know there are open source drivers out there, and a lot of people go, oh, they're just as good. Yeah, if they were just as good, we wouldn't have this option. Now, once again, you're going to want to pull up your terminal. I'm going to put this off to the side since we don't really need that there. Now, let's see. Once again, hit F12. I'm going to pin this here so if I click outside of here, it won't disappear on me. Now, let's see. I'm going to just type this in, copy and paste it here. This will tell us like what driver and what video card I'm running. I'm not running a super up-to-date video card. It's a GTX 760. It is 4 or 5 years old or whatever, however old it is now. And you can see here we are using the NVIDIA 410.73 drivers, which I believe came out either yesterday or the day before. So they are brand new. They're already installed with the 18.0 Manjaro. Now what you want to do for setting if you want to save your settings or however you want to, if you have to change anything, you just do sudo NVIDIA-settings. That'll pop this up. I'll get rid of the terminal out of the way here. I've already done this and saved everything because I'm using Simple Screen Recorder. I don't want to have any issues or anything like that. So unfortunately, it's kind of tough to do this stuff on the fly, but now, as you can see, I went through here. Always hit advanced if you want to do that, and then I force full composition pipeline. Some people say you don't have to do this. Some do say yes. If you're gaming, do it. I do it. It doesn't hurt. I have never noticed any problems without it, with it. It just works fine. As you can see, I have triple monitors. Yes, I have one switched horizontally. But okay, after you make all your changes in here, you're going to want to save to the configuration file. And this is why you have to have root privileges, which is kind of an extra security in my opinion. Now, I'm going to hit cancel on that since I already saved that. So let me get that actually up here. Now, once you're, let me move everything around a little bit. Now, once you are ready to save that, as you can see, there's no save point. In the wiki, it gives you the save point right here. They have it all bolded. All you do is, gotta make sure you don't have a space or you're gonna have problems. Just paste it in there and you would save it. Like I said, I've already done this. I'm not gonna mess around with anything, screw everything up. Now, once you're done with that, you can close that out. Do you really? Yes, because I didn't save anything. Now, you're going to want to copy this right here. Copy it, open your terminal again, and you're going, well, why did I have to close it? For some reason, you will not be able to use your terminal until the NVIDIA settings are closed. Key point there, people. So then you would just paste this in here. Like I said, I've already done it. There's no need in me doing it now. And we're just going to type in Sublime Text. And this should bring up Google, which it did. Sublime Text Editor. This is the one I've used for years. If my professor from college sees this video ever, he's probably going to laugh at me because I used to give him guff about using Sublime Text. I didn't like it. And now I do like it, so install for Linux. It gives you Ubuntu, Debian here, Pacman, CentOS, Fedora. We are using an Arch-based system, which is what Manjaro is. So, you go there, like I said, here's more stuff to copy and paste. So, or you can, if you feel really good, you can type all that in. I'm just going to copy and paste things, save time, hit F12 here. Let's clear this out so if anybody just starting sees, won't get confused. Just Control-Shift-V. That'll copy and paste what we just did there, or paste it. Hit there. Boom. Now I'm going to click out of there. And of course you got the stable version or the developer's version of this. Now, the key here is you want the stable because it's free. If you use the developers, you got to have a key, everything like that. I don't use it enough right now at the moment to really go that way. Plus, there's a lot of other free text editors. But Sublime has a key feature for Linux that is key, and we'll show you that in a few minutes here. But you got to finish installing. Hit F12, Control-Shift-V. Enter. Does that. Not sure what it does, so don't ask me. I mean, it does, but I don't want to go into full boredom. So now we want to install it completely. Sudo pacman -syu. We've seen something similar to this with the update where it was syuu. That would update your system. But we want to get Sublime Text installed, so hit enter. And as you can see, proceed with installation. Yes, don't know why it really asks that. I'm trying to install it, not pause it. It's not a music video. Don't need to pause anything. Boom. It should be installed. Now the reason I'm saying using Sublime Text is because next I have multiple drives that I want that I want to auto mount. Every time I start up my computer, I don't want to go in here to Dolphin and click on everything and whatnot. Since I'm gonna fully go install this here. Now some of this stuff I don't want here later on, or I don't ever use it, like recently saved. So I'm just gonna right click on recently saved here, hide that selection. Network, I don't really run a full network file sharing system anymore, so I'll hide this as well. I don't know why I have this on here. I usually don't. I just want my other hard drives there, so I usually just hide that. And here are the 4 drives I need to save. Now, to do mounting, you need to make a folder for where they will theoretically be or whatever. It's kind of strange, but I know. Now you can create a new folder this way. I'm going to show you how to use the terminal in Dolphin. Now to do this, all you have to do is hit F4. So what you do is sudo mkdir, which is like make directory, some people have said, and then the name of the folder you want this in. Now I got to bring up my cheat sheet over here because, okay, I don't have any capitals. I want to make a media folder. Now keep watching the folders, and this should make the new folder. It's going to ask me for my root password. Type it in. Boom. This folder is now created. Media. I'm going to click in there. Single click for KDE, of course. And as you see down here, the path changed. So we are still in the terminal, but we're in the media folder terminal, if that makes sense to anybody. Now, like I said, I have 4 folders here, and for each drive, like I said, these are individual hard drives. Yes, I have 5 hard drives in my computer. Now, I gotta make 4 folders for each of these. Now, once again, we want to do sudo mkdir, and then the name of the folder. Now the first one I usually do is backups, and that's pretty self-evident there. Hit that, boom, I still have root privileges from previously typing in. Now I'm going to hit the up arrow key, and that's just so I don't have to retype everything there. And I just like to do media 1, and this makes it so much easier and faster for me. Boom, hit up arrow key, delete 2 and 3. Now once I'm done with that, I'm going to hit F4, and that'll make this terminal down here in Dolphin disappear. So now that those folders are made, now we will go to the etc folder. In here there's a file called fstab or fstab, I don't know, depending on how you want to say it. That's this right here. First thing I want to do is open with Sublime Text Editor, and as you can see, this is all that's already in there. I already did a space here, and now I'm going to bring the terminal up, because what you'll want to do, let's clear all this old stuff out of here. Let's click this for now. You want to do sudo blkid. That's for your password. Boom. This brings up all the device drives that are attached to your thing here. As you can see, here's the Media 3 hard drive, the Media Server hard drive, the Media 2 hard drive, and somewhere here, TV shows is actually my backups one. Now, the UUIDs here are individually assigned. They stay the same no matter what. If you're distro hopping, this never changes. This number right here is assigned to those hard drives. Before, I'm going to copy and paste those and go right here, Control V. Now, like I said, the UUID here, I'll bring the terminal back up and it should still be there. Ooh, you know what? I hit the X button, so I gotta type in the Quake. That'll come down again. I'm gonna hit the up arrow key. That'll bring up the last thing I typed in. It'll ask for the password. Now TV shows. Let's see. You would want to copy all of this. Here you go. Just copy that. See right there. And it is exactly the same right there. If I paste it, it would be the exact same thing. Now, once you do this, here, I'll just do it for this line here, which I might have to do. You will hit tab after the parentheses there. And then what you want to do, where's Dolphin here? Oh. Okay, let's shrink this down a little bit so it's easier for us to see. Now we'll go to the root folder, media, backups. Go up into here. You can either do it this way, but you copy this right here. I don't know if you need the slash afterwards. I always do it without. Just copy, paste that here. Then afterwards, I'm going to hit tab. You type in the whatever type of format that you use. Mine is NTFS. I've never had issues with NTFS. Some people have. Like I said, I haven't, so I keep this. I'm just going to delete and tab. I don't know why. It shouldn't make a difference, but you never know. And then once you do that, you hit it tab after the format. If it's whatever, VFAT, ext4, I can't remember the butter one, the exact thing, but you would hit tab. These are the privileges that you give this drive. I can't remember exactly what everything does, but defaults, x gvfs show, then you want to hit tab 0, tab 0. Now, and then once again you would do the same thing here, copy down the UUID for that specific drive, where you want it mounted, the file type, the privileges, and then 0, tab 0. And in case you're wondering, what does it mean tab? You know, the tab button, instead of a space you hit tab. But this is exactly what you want here. Now, what the great thing is, I know Kate used to be able to do it, and so did Gedit. Once you hit save, Sublime Text asks you for your root password. Boom. Done. I'm going to close this out. Close that out. We'll go back in here to etc. I'm going to expand this here for us. Find that fs tab file, which is right here. And of course it opened up in Kate because I haven't set, file privileges or default files, so I'm going to do that right now anyways. I don't use Kate, I use Sublime Text. So I'm going to go here, and this is this. Remember this application associated for all files of type blah blah blah. Boom. There we go. We're back in there. And there it is. It's all saved. And I'm going to restart my computer now, and then I'll show you the results afterwards here. Alright, welcome back. I haven't even checked to see if the drive's auto-mounted. I know they did because we're back in the Manjaro. If not, I would have had issues. A lot of people have said that, oh, it'll reboot. I have never had my computer reboot if it didn't mount the files. If it didn't mount them, it would not load Manjaro for me. And here we are in Dolphin, and as you can see here, all 4 of the drives are mounted. So that was successful. Now the next thing we're going to want to do is set the swappiness. Now why do you want to do this? If you are using an SSD drive only, you will do it this way. Okay, we are back, or I am back. You haven't missed anything. So here we're gonna, oops, I must have closed out you Quake early. So once again, just type in yeah. There we go. Close that just for that. Pin this. Now the first thing we're gonna want to do is type in cat space slash PROC SYS slash VM slash WAPiness. Now we want to change the value for this. And the reason we do this is if you got more than 2 gigs, even 4 gigs, I don't even know if they make 2 gigs of RAM anymore. 4 gigs or more, you're going to want to do this with an SSD hard drive. If you're not using an SSD drive, skip this. Don't worry about it if you're using standard old things. Now this will tell you how much it's using. Currently it's at 60. So we want to do sudo nano slash etc slash sys, let's see, syscontrol.d folder, like that, 100-manjaro.conf. Hit that, 73, boom. Now here, nano came up obviously, so we're going to type in vm dot, I don't know why they call it swappiness. It just sounds really weird. But this, make sure I spelled everything correctly, or typed everything correctly, I should say. Now here's where we're going to want to change that value where it was default at 60. Now we're going to want to change it to 10. We're going to want to save this, so we would do Control O, which is write out, which technically means save. Let's see. Hit enter. And then, of course, to exit, Control X. So remember to save it, it's Control O, enter, then hit Control X to exit nano. Now you're going to have to restart your system for it to take effect. I'm going to close the terminal here, and I'll see you in the next second or two. Alright, we're back. We're going to check that swappiness real quick here. Oh, actually, I'm going to clear this out. I already did this, but alright. There we go. That is a swappiness value. Remember to type that in if you want, or hit the up arrow key to find it. We are now at 10. You know one thing we're going to want to do at this point? We're going to want to install all the programs that we usually install on your system. Mine are different than yours. All I can do is show you what I have later. I'm going to do one thing that a lot of people might be wondering, oh, what are you using? What are you using? NeoFetch, obviously, we all know what it is. I'm going to right click on that, install, hit that, agree to that, type in my password, and of course you can see it's done. Okay, I'm going to close this out. Alright, open everybody's favorite file manager. Okay, it's only my favorite. Now to show the hidden files here, it's a little different in KDE if you're not used to it. It's Alt and the period button. They're pretty much right on top of each other on your keyboard. Some other distros it's like Alt H or Shift H or Control H, one of the two. But what we're looking for here now is the bash RC file. Oops, I'm going to hide my to-do list from you guys there. Now we just go all the way to the bottom here. Boom. Type that in. That should bring up NeoFetch now anytime the terminal's open. Now I'm going to hide all my hidden files again by hitting Alt period again. Going to do that to Dolphin just for the heck of it. And you know I keep closing out Quake, so this is perfect. for some reason it's not finding it. What's going on there? There we go. As you can see, this little notification popped up. Gonna hit close it out. Doesn't seem to close out. And there you go. There's everything in there. It looks a little funny. I haven't installed any of my fonts yet. We'll get to that here in a second. Actually, you know what? We're going to do a little customization here on screen. So the first thing I always do is screen edge. I always like my panel up at the top. Truth is, I need to open Octopi because I don't usually use the standard KDE panel anymore. I use Latte Dock for everything. And I'm going to right click Latte Dock here. Agree to this. It'll install it after I type in my password. And it's boom, ready to go. Like I said, I don't usually use this, so what I'm going to do is hit more settings, remove panel. Oh my god, you got no panel. And what we do here, just click on your desktop, type in Latte. It'll start up, KRunner is going, it'll start that up, and we'll get a fresh, boom, we're going to get a fresh dock right down here. But we don't want a dock, we want a panel. So right click the configure panel, advanced tweaks, that pops up there, boom. Now we get the panel in here. I'm going to leave that there just for spacing right now. Let's see here. And as you can see, that's like that. I do need to move this. On the bottom, on the top. Let's see, go into appearance here. And obviously I don't want it 64 pixels. I usually want it around 38. Alright, I'm going to scroll down here a bit. I think that's everything I want. And as you can see, it's more like your regular panel now. So I'm going to get the panel settings up here and get rid of some of this junk up here. Okay, I'm going to leave that there because that, I believe, is the one thing I do need up there, because then all we have to do is add widgets. But we need a couple things here. We need a clock, so we're going to go into our widgets and add everything here. But I already know we don't have these, so we need to download new Plasma widgets. And I'm going to be getting a lot of stuff. Look at this, number one up here. It's one of the ones I use. We want the 5.6, obviously, which is the newest version. Okay, that's installed. Let's see if anything else is new. If you want different menus, like Excalibur or tiled menu, and we had simple menu up here for any of you who love the elementary look. That is kind of their menu there. Weather widget, I can't remember if this is weather widget one I use. I think it is. I want to install that. Let's see. I'll just kind of go through all the widgets I get here. I usually have a to-do one. I'll show you the simple system monitor. If you use KDE or if you're a Conky fan, this one, if you're running KDE, don't use the 10 different ones they have. Use simple system monitor. It's beautiful, elegant, great looking, takes up minimal space for what it does. Let's see. There is a Win 7, which is their volume mixer right here. This one is awesome. I like this one more than the standard one that comes with everything. Alright, I think that is everything. Oh wait, use switch. I install this. Okay, for now, this is all I can remember at this point. So now we're going to want to add widgets. Event calendar. Now we can drag and drop it here. Boom. Alright, there we go. We need a system tray. It should be, hopefully it ain't in the middle. It is, of course it is. Let's see. I don't need to actually load the Windows 7 volume icon because it's actually one of these ones right. Okay, that's the irregular one. And this is the Windows 7 one, which, like I said, I prefer this one over this one. And of course, if I want that over in to the right there, you just get back into your settings, go up here. You see that, I don't know if you can see this or not in the recording, but there's a little multi-arrow thing here. Just move that. Oh, actually, it should be there. Wonder why it's not going. Oh, there we go. I don't know. A little glitch there with Latte Dock, but now it's over here. And let's see, there's that. We need a menu. We don't have a menu in here. So we gotta add that. Go back to add widgets. I prefer the dashboard, and I know a lot of people don't like it for some reason. Truthfully, I just think that's the XFCE people. Yes, I rip on XFCE a lot. It's fun. It really gets the XFCE crazy people all upset. And let's see. Click on it just like a regular panel. Boom. Yes, I know it kind of has that gnomish look to it. I don't know why I do like the clock in here, and this is why event calendar should be the default in KDE. I don't know why they're not using it. Especially once you get your weather all configured, it can be configured with your Google Gmail account. So if you have any dates or any appointments, they will actually show up here along with the weather and the calendar and everything. And it, like I said, it is the best clock. Let's see, we didn't check how much I'm using. I know I add a little more stuff here, like a pager. I believe it's called a pager. I could be wrong. For switching desktops, no. And that, of course, I put over here. And let's see. And surprisingly, it does have 2 virtual desktops, which is what I use. I didn't put USwitch over there yet, so we'll add that. Oh, it's showing my name there. I don't want that, so we will go to Configure USwitcher. And I'll show that here. We will show avatar only, and later on I'll change everything and get it really where I like it after I get all my programs and everything installed. Like I said, I won't show you that because we got to do the AUR here first. So right now, this is good enough for now. We're going to want to get Octopi, which is already here over in the favorites. I got to configure all this stuff later. Now for the AUR, you're going to need to add one of 3 programs. There's Yowert, which is probably the most well-known, but I've been hearing a lot of things with people saying it's no longer being supported, it's not being updated, you should use Yay, which is currently Arco Linux. Eric Dubois seems to favor this one. I'm going to install this. I won't actually be using it, and we'll get to that later here with Octopi. As you can see, that's there. Now, like I said, there are 3 of them. There's Yowert, Yay, and Trizen. 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 This is the one I prefer. I'm going to click yes on this one here. and then click the check mark. Look at all those things, Jesus. That's all for the Perl JSON.x. We won't get into JSON here. That's a whole fun issue with things. But it's going to download all those, install them for Tryzen to work. These 3 programs, Yowert, Yay, and Tryzen, are all to use the AUR, or Arch User Repository, in case you don't already know what the AUR is. Now let me see if I remember everything. Yeah, here we go. To use the AUR in Octopi, you need to go to here after you install one of the programs there, Yowert. Oh yeah, there's also Packer, but I don't think anybody's used that for quite a long time. Yay does not show up on this list for some reason, and that is why I install Tryzen. Now, anybody who's installed any program from the AUR, and I suppose we'll do that first. I'm going to hit no edit here just for Octopi and everything, and I'll show you in the terminal installing a program, and I'll show you doing it in Octopi. Once you click this, obviously the mouse is spinning and everything. I'm going to close out. The little alien already popped up, which is really quick. Didn't do it that quick last time when I installed Manjaro. That is how you will get to use the Arch User Repository in Octopi. I'm going to open up my cheat sheet here because I got all those. Yeah, here we go. All these programs that I will be installing here. Let's do Etcher. We'll do Etcher here. Etcher, of course, is a image writing program. You know, for your USBs, how I actually installed Manjaro here. Here we are. Etcher right here. 151 votes. My guess, and the votes really come in handy because it'll help you kind of figure out, hey, that is what I'm looking for, because that's somebody voted for it, so it means it's more than likely the program you are. So if we go hit info here, Etcher, burn images to SD cards and USB drives. Boom. This is it, baby. Right click that, install. Your terminal comes up here. It's asking for my password. Proceed with installation, yes. Now, this is where that no edit feature came into play in the tools. I'll show you that once again here. And of course I could make it so I don't have to hit proceed, but I kind of want that there for safety issues in case I accidentally hit or click on something that I didn't really want installed. And the AUR does take a lot longer than like your Manjaro repositories or your Ubuntu repositories and everything like that. And I know a lot of people are afraid, oh, the AUR, it could be an infested form of malware, and so could the repositories. It's been proven. I'm going to pause the video while this does its thing here. I believe it's installing it, no problem. But you don't want to watch me installing this for long, so we'll be right back after it installs. Alright, welcome back. We are done installing Etcher, and as you can see here, if you typed Etcher in up here to find it again, that little alien or demon or whatever you want to call them there is there. And as you can see why we waited, I added a few things here, changed a few things. We're going to close out Octopi here. Now, if you go up to right click in here, you have alternatives for this right here. These, it was on Latte Plasmoid. That, I'll switch to that, and it shows them like this. Oh, dang it, it's not doing it now, so I got to go into this here, right click, alternatives, and go back to this. This is what I prefer, the icon only taskbar switcher. And let's see, and then I added little shortcuts here for the system settings. And of course Octopi there. But what we want to do now is install something the terminal way. So we'll hit terminal, pin it there just in case I click outside of it. Now, if you ever hear somebody say, oh, Yowert, if you didn't install Yowert, if you installed Yay, you would go Yay, the name of the program that you want to install. So I'm going to do Trizen. Like I said, I use this over that. And then I know for a fact I want the TTF-MS-fonts. These are the Microsoft fonts. Hit that. Alright. Now if you don't do, I believe it's -S, cap dash Trizen -S space, and then the name of the program you want to install, that will automatically install it. If you do just like Trizen, Yowert, Yay, and then the program, it'll search for programs with that name. Now this obviously right here, and then it tells you select packages to install. If you look over here, where I just highlighted the one, that's all we have. So I'm going to hit that. And now, remember there was a no edit in Octopi, and this is why. In the terminal, it'll bring up edit package build. I don't know what to edit in the package build, so I'm going to say, it's asking, do you want to edit that package? No. I don't know what to edit in there, so I'm not going to touch it. And that's the thing with Octopi or PAMAC. It'll give you that option, I believe, in PAMAC too, to take away the no edit. And then there's another one for, we'll just leave Octopi in while it does this here. This shouldn't take too long. It's asking for my password now. Proceed with installation. Obviously, yes. And that's one of the things that I believe is clickable in Octopi. Like I said, I leave that there. It is now done. Those fonts are installed. That is how you use the Arch user repository through the terminal. But we'll get rid of that. Open up Octopi again. Like I said, if you want to enable this, you will go to Tools, Options, AUR, Yowert, or Pakar, or Trizen. If you the no confirm. That's it. Do you want to proceed with installation? I leave that unchecked just in case I might be installing the wrong package or something, and I just figured it out after I saw that I can cancel out. But I do click the no edit since I'm not going to edit any of these programs, hopefully, or if I am, great for me. I'm not going to search for outdated AUR packages. Obviously, that could be an issue. Now that's done with that. You now know how to do that. Now I'm going to get rid of the old volume here. So I'm going to right click up here, configure system tray. Kind of go through some of the stuff I don't use. I don't use the clipboard. Don't have any Bluetooth stuff. This is a desktop, so I don't need that one. Now here's the two audio. We'll unclick the audio volume one. This is the Windows 7 mixer. Click here for apply. Let's go into entries here. I'm going to shrink it down here because then it's a little easier there. Shown, that's one I always want shown. KDE Connect I usually want shown. Networks I usually always want shown. And those are usually all the ones I have shown there. Okay. Now we're going to do some customization. I'm going to show you what I usually do. I'm going to hit workspace here. Just going to hit Breeze Dark just because it's a little easier on my eyes here. Can't remember. I think I want to get a new look here for this. Let's see. Hit the newest. See. I know there was an Arch one. We'll do that. Maybe it's not there. Okay, we'll close out of this. Here's your panel themes and your monitor or your widgets themes things here. There's one I use, and I always download new ones all the time just to check them out. Like, this is a pretty decent one, so I'll install that just for the heck of it. But Diamond. There's Diamond Black Edition. I'll install that one since it really doesn't take up much space, but Diamond is the one I use religiously. I mean, it's always there. Here's everything that just installed. I'll show you Diamond Black here. This is more of your Windows 10 kind of looking bar here in a way. I wouldn't, or the color of it. But yeah, I use this. Boom. It's very transparent, blurry, and stuff like that. I'm going to minimize this for the time being because I remember the widget I was going to tell you guys about with the conky and everything like that. And that is Simple System Monitor. Close that out. Now put it right there. Obviously it tells you everything you have. I'm using 1.86 gigabytes of stuff. Obviously my RAM is going to be up there a little higher. I'm running 3 monitors and I'm recording the video right now, and I've got Sublime Text open, system settings open, and like I said, I'm recording this video. But yes, here's your Simple System Monitor here. It tells you how much swappiness you're going to use, or swap memory, temp of your core. I don't know how accurate this is. It seems pretty accurate. How much processor is being used. I'm going to right click configure Simple System Monitor. Now the great thing about this is you can change some of these, like this, if you want the penguin in there or whatnot. You can change these, and I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. We'll leave it at tux for now. I'm going to hit translucent button here. Boom. Now tell me that doesn't look great. Transparency with a little darkness to it. Doesn't take up much. Now, to change it, obviously we're going to want to open Dolphin. And of course it opened elsewhere. Let's maximize this. Hit F3 to split the screens here. We're going to unhide some of these because I believe I have to get into the local share plasma folder. Plasmoids, Simple Monitor, Contents, Images. Now we're going to go over to my backups, reformat. I believe it's under Programs, Simple System Monitor. Here's a lot of the ones that I'm just going to copy all these. Unfortunately, I don't know where the code is that changed the name of some of the stuff, so all I did was change the name of the icons or whatnot that I'm using here, and I'm going to just copy over here, apply to all, overwrite, boom. That's how you can change them in there. Now, of course, you got to open up Configure System Monitor. It says Tux is now, Jack, and we'll switch to Jack for the Halloween theme here. Let's go to default first. Shows you that Manjaro. Then switch back to Tux. Boom, we got Jack from, Nightmare Before Christmas. So let's get back to customizing. Cursors. Oh, I gotta install some. There is a really nice one that I'm gonna do that here. Get some new ones that is out there. It's really nice. I believe it's LCD. Yeah, LCD blue. I'm gonna use that one for the time being. It's a little nicer. It's very animated. Really nice there. Splash screen. I'm gonna get one of those. Here it is. Arch Space is the one I usually like to use. I usually change the background and everything like that here. I'll hit the play button here for you to see what it's like. Like I said, I usually change it to my favorite background here. Click on all three monitors to shut that off. Hit that apply. Colors. I used to download a bunch of different ones and everything, but I always go back to the same one. It's Obsidian. I seem to have an obsession with the Obsidian line here. It's Obsidian blue. It's I can't find it here. So I'm either blind or I'll be upset if they get rid of it. Aqua. No, here we go. Obsidian blue. Boom. Obsidian blue. There it is. It's a nice blue color. Very subtle. Nothing too absorbent or anything like that. Fonts. I'll have to put my fonts in there. Icons. Once again, like I said, I love this icon set. It seems to work the best of anything for KDE. Oh, I must have spelt it wrong. But I saw it there. It'll take a little bit to install. Shouldn't take too long. But once it's installed, you got huge selection based on your folders. It's done installing. Gonna hit close. Boom. Like I said, it changes for all the folders. I think we're gonna go with the amber. And now this is where you get all the people complaining all the time. Okay, there's a little thing there. Now this is where your GTK theming will come into play, where a lot of people freak out over everything and stuff like that. I just put it on. Whoa, Breeze Dark is not in here. Okay, well, we want LCD blue there, and I usually put this on the same folders that I have. But yeah, Breeze Dark. Well, we'll go with Edweda Dark. I know that looks really nice on everything, and that way it'll be Edweda Dark when I get all my programs installed. And maybe afterwards I'll show you all the programs after I get everything set up, because like I said, nobody wants to watch me sit here and install a bunch of programs. So we'll pretty much end this. I'll show you at the very end once I get everything edited, and I'll show you what my desktop normally looks like. And this is Manjaro 18, and these are things to do after installing it. Like I said, my preferred distro now, I used to be a KDE Neon guy, but Neon taking so long drove me to Manjaro, and now I'm in love with Manjaro and Arch. Alright, we are back. I have installed all the programs except for one, and that is MB. And like I said, I will be doing a whole another tutorial on MB alone. As I said, here is the finished desktop. Like I said, I have a total of 3 latte docs going here, and that is why I'm not doing too bad right now on RAM, really. As you can see, the only thing I haven't done yet, and that's what we're going to do here, is add the fonts. Now, yes, I do have a folder all set up with fonts. We're going to hit F3 to split the screen here. This will be our home folder over here on the left. We hit Alt period to get local folders and all that. What we're going to do here is create a new folder, and it's going to be a hidden one, so we got to put period or dot, whichever you prefer, fonts. Hit OK. Click into there. Now go over here on the right panel to wherever your fonts are. Obviously, mine are in my reformat folder. They're here somewhere. There they are. No, I am not putting the Helvetica in there, although I would normally, but Helvetica, whenever it's in a system, always wreaks havoc with web pages because so many web developers put Helvetica as a backup. And so it always, or as the main first initial one or whatever, and it always messes things up as far as appearance on websites. And I don't know, I just don't like Helvetica. So we're going to want to copy them here. And I will say this, the new Manjaro, it's probably the kernel. It's so much snappier than the 17.1.12. And like I said, the only difference here is the kernel. Yes, I could have added it, but I'm not going into that. But everything just so snappy, so fast. Except, of course, some of the programs on the AUR do take a long time to install. That is how you install fonts. Let's unhide this. Get out of here. And let's see. Now, as you can see, I changed the icon here for the application to Jack here for the whole holiday thing, even though I usually do keep him there. Change the background here to any anime fans out there should know who this is. Tanya the Evil, one of the weirdest animes I've watched. I added the weather widget here. This is a fairly new one, but it's really, really nice. As you can see, I'm here in Minneapolis. Well, Minnesota in St. Paul, not Minneapolis. Don't get me started on that. Beautiful web thing there. What we're going to do next here is the event calendar. Configure event calendar. Like I said, this one is my favorite. I think it should be the default. Let's see. Okay, it looks like the fonts took place because I have to scroll forever to get to the one I want. Alright, do that. Looks nice in there, and I did configure it already to how it is, like October 30th and the time in lowercase AM, PM. This is usually what you have to do to get that. You have this right here where they don't have it, so what you have to do here to get the full month name is add another M. And let's see, as you can see, it changed. Well, it didn't change anything really except for the size of the AM PM now to get it to be lowercase letters, that's all you have to do is type AP there, and that'll give you the lowercase letters here. Boom. Now, like I said, they have a weather widget installed on here. I've already put in the source code for that and changed it to Fahrenheit because it was Celsius, because heaven forbid we're never going to learn the metric system here in the US. Like I said, if you type in this code to whatever your Gmail account is, all your calendar dates, if you have anything in there on your calendar, will actually show up right in here. And like I said, the weather comes up in here as well. Like I said, it's saying it's 53 now. I don't know which one's more accurate, but that's how you do that. Stay tuned for more updates, more how-tos. I plan on doing a how-to for private internet access, which I'll probably be recording here in the next couple minutes. So this is the Three Ring Circus. Have fun, everyone.